Top 10 Best Smartphone Cameras. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. Top 10 Best Smartphone Cameras. So make sure to watch the full video. 10 Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. The crown of the best camera phones belongs to the Galaxy S23 Ultra. This beast can do it all thanks to its 200MP main sensor, 30x optical zoom, great selfies, and a still stunning 100x digital zoom. This new Ultra does what Apple and Google can't. Also new this year is the astrophotography mode, which allows you to take great pictures of the night sky including the moon. You can also shoot in 50MP RAW or use the full 200MP in the regular camera app. Enhanced stabilization makes the Galaxy S23 Ultra a fantastic video phone capable of shooting up to 8K 30fps. Of course, they're all on sale for the whopping price of $1,199, so be prepared to shell out some cash for the perks. But if you want the best camera of 2023, this is it. 9 iPhone 14 Pro Max. iPhone 14 Pro Max has everything you need in a smartphone, including best-in-class performance and cameras. The new 48-megapixel main sensor is very powerful, delivering sharp images with beautiful colors and backlighting. The ultra-wide-angle lens has also grown in size to let in more light. The telephoto sticks to the 3x zoom, which we think is a bit low given the competition. The main sensor also supports 2x optical zoom, enabling 4-pixel quality in the magnified image. There's a new photonic engine from Apple that improves the phone maker's computational photos for medium to low light scenes. All in all, you can't find a better camera for a smartphone. 8 Google Pixel 7 Pro. Following the iPhone 14 Pro Max, Google's latest flagship, the Pixel 7 Pro, comes out right after the iPhone 14 Pro Max. This phone beats its predecessor in several key ways, minus battery life, including offering a 5x optical zoom on the telephoto lens. The Pixel 7 Pro has the same 50MP main and 12MP ultrawide sensors as the Pixel 6 Pro, but that's okay. The main camera and ultra-wide camera make photos look great in many scenarios, matching or surpassing the iPhone 14 Pro, which uses the same camera system as the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Apple still has the edge in color reproduction for its telephoto lenses, even when it peaks at 3x optical zoom. The Pixel 7 Pro's 10.8MP front-facing camera also lags behind Apple's, especially in dimming settings. In testing, we noticed additional face smoothing while the iPhone reproduced more facial details. Still, the Pixel 7 Pro is an amazing camera phone and by far the best on Android. 7 Google Pixel 6a. The Pixel 6a costs $150 less than the Pixel 7, but it's still a great alternative if you want a great camera phone, especially for a lower price. Pixel 7 and the Pixel 6a's camera shows how the phone compares when it comes to images when closed. The Pixel 6a doesn't have a telephoto lens, but it does benefit from computational photography, producing very good images that wipe out most of what's visible on screen. A similarly priced phone, the Pixel 6a, has something in common with last year's flagship Pixel 6 model. Because they all run on the same Tensor processor, these mid-priced devices support the same machine learning capabilities as Google's more expensive phones. Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro feature the advanced Tensor G2 chip. It includes Magic Eraser, a photo editing tool that lets you erase strangers and objects from images with a single tap. The Pixel 6a's redesign can also soften distracting objects. Battery life on this phone could certainly be better, but when it comes to budget camera phones, there's no better option than the Pixel 6a. 6 iPhone 14 Pro. The iPhone 14 Pro puts it off, but if you want an equally powerful camera, check out the iPhone 14 Pro more compact 6. With a 1-inch display, this phone is a mighty beast, and with a new 48MP main sensor, the iPhone 14 Pro can take beautiful photos. The ultra-wide camera has been upgraded to provide more light to better illuminate your photos. The telephoto lens supports 3x zoom, and we'd like it to be at least 4x to match the competition. But the main camera also has its own 2x optical zoom. All in all, the iPhone 14 Pro is the best compact camera phone. 5 OnePlus 11. In the past, we've ignored OnePlus as the best camera phone, but this year the OnePlus 11 stands for business. In its third year of partnership with Hasselblad, OnePlus has raised the bar to excellence in many photographic endeavors. It even beats the Pixel 7 Pro for the money, where the OnePlus 11 can work in the dark. Indoor shots, for example, aren't quite as stark as the OnePlus 10 Pro, but still, have an overly warm cast. And at night, the OnePlus 11 makes things like illuminated objects too bright and noisy due to overexposure. However, the OnePlus 11 ranks high on this list, thanks to its stellar daytime performance. Problems with the phone can be fixed with a software update, but even in its current state, it's good enough for most people, especially at $699. 4. iPhone 14. The Pro model may not have the new 48MP sensor, but the iPhone 14 is still a great camera phone. It features a faster aperture for better lighting and an upgraded ultra-wide sensor. In short, the photos the iPhone 14 produces are a step up from last year. Detail and dynamic range give the iPhone 14 an edge over many similarly priced competitors like the Galaxy S22. However, Samsung phones have the advantage of zooming, but the $799 iPhone 14 offers a great camera. Trying to decide whether you should buy the iPhone 14 or save $100 by choosing the discounted iPhone 13? Our iPhone 14 and iPhone 13 camera shootout shows that the changes Apple has made to the camera over a year produce different images. 3. Google Pixel 7. The Pixel 7 may not have a telephoto lens, but everything else the Pixel 7 Pro offers is cheaper. Pixel 7 starts at $599. It's $300 less than its Pro sibling and $200 less than similarly spaced flagship phones. At the heart of the Pixel 7 is the Tensor processor, while the new Tensor G2 offers a host of photo-friendly features like enhanced Super Res zoom. Speaking of a blur, Photo on Blur can adjust photos, even photos taken with other devices, to make them more in focus. Short battery life means you'll have to recharge while shooting marathons. However, the Pixel 7 continues to reward Google's computational photography skills. 2. iPhone 14 Plus. Everything the iPhone 14 can do with dual cameras, the iPhone 14 Plus can do. Otherwise, the Plus uses the same camera system as its smaller sibling, including a larger sensor on the main camera to let in more light. As a result, big phone fans should be able to get a great camera phone with the iPhone 14 Plus. Bigger means more than just a bigger screen. Apple also equips the iPhone 14 Plus with a larger battery, which only lasted 12 hours in individual tests. An amazing 2 hours longer than a regular smartphone, so you can spend more time in the field taking great pictures. 1. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. Normally, I don't buy foldable phones expecting great cameras, even the best foldable phones. However, Samsung has done a lot to fix the weaknesses of its great foldable lineup by updating the Galaxy Z Fold 4's main camera on our list of best camera phones. It even beat the iPhone 13 Pro Max on some individual photos in our tests. In particular, the colors in the photos taken with the Galaxy Z Fold 4 were impressive. We'd advise against taking photos with the 4MP under display camera, which still produces fuzzier shots compared to the superior 10MP camera on the phone's cover display. We also like the multitasking features on the Galaxy Z Fold 4, which let you do things like drag photos from the camera roll directly into Google Drive. How to pick the best camera phone for you? There are many factors to consider if camera quality factors heavily into your smartphone purchasing decision. A good way to start is by asking yourself what kinds of photos you see yourself taking. Not all multi-lens cameras are created equal. Some have ultra-wide lenses for stunning landscapes, others have telephotos for zoomed-in shallow depth of field portraits, and others still have both. The latest flagships from companies like Samsung and Huawei have periscope-style lenses that can reach 10x lossless zoom, putting them in competition with DSLRs. Another important point: megapixels are not as important as aperture. A camera with a wider aperture, the smaller the f-stop, the wider the lens, lets in more light, which greatly helps you take better pictures in low light. The high megapixel sensors used in modern devices are great, but it's a common misconception that pixel count directly affects picture quality. Looking for a portrait mode that can use a background with a bokeh effect? This means that the subject of the photo is in sharp focus, while the rest of the scene is covered in an artistic blur. Originally a feature exclusive to multi-camera phones, the single-lens iPhone SE can capture bokeh portraits. Some devices also allow you to adjust the blur intensity before or after the shooting. The characteristics of the front camera is also important. In a world where more selfies are being taken than ever before, your phone's front-facing camera shouldn't be overlooked. Many front-facing cameras, such as those on the iPhone 13 and Pixel 6, can do the same portrait mode effect as the rear-facing cameras. Some phones come equipped with two front-facing cameras, with the second lens capturing more background details, but this feature has become less popular lately. Finally, Don't forget the video cameras capture more than still images. Consider the resolution and frame rate at which your camera shoots video. But wise advice, be careful, as increasing the resolution will make your clips take up a lot more space on your smartphone's internal storage. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go.